Hi everyone, it's Dragana from Saacibo. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. If I tell you that you can make gorgeous, unique looking stamps for under $2, would you believe me? Anyway, I want to show you a few that I've already done. Here they are. Got some flowers, some butterflies, some abstract backgrounds. Here I have some leaves as well. And this one and that one. That's what it looks when it's printed on the paper. I have one here. I have this one here. They work beautifully on fabric. That is that one. And this one and that. So 3 of these stamps and I printed on fabric. I've got those that I've tried with butterflies. Those 2. And this rose. I've got some more here. This is with that big flower and some with the smaller flower and some with larger flower. All right, got a few examples here. That one I've done with just this one. It looks like a leaf, but it can be used to make a flower or a branch. That's the rose one again. So I've shown you the examples of the ones that I've done, but now I want to show you how you can make them yourself. First of all, I want to show you this. This is craft foam, and it costs here something like 15 cents per sheet. I'm not sure how much it costs in other parts of the world. I got 3 and that was for like half a US dollar. You're going to need some double-sided tape, and this one again, it costs approximately $1 US dollar for this double-sided tape. All right, then I got some of the cardboard from boxes, and of course you will need a pencil and a pen and scissors. When I've tried this for the first time, I've tried those 3. Okay. And for the templates, I used real leaves. And the reason I've started is because someone has given me this box. It was a phone box. And it had this foam here and here. And I thought, that's a really nice foam. It would definitely work as a stamp. And I tried those 2 making with this packaging foam that was inside of this box. And I used these leaves as my template. Okay, and then I thought, because I don't have enough to make, I'll just try with the craft foam, and then from there I ended up with all of these stamps that you can't buy anywhere else. So if you decide to make them, they're going to be really uniquely yours, because you will use the template just to get the shape, but what you do on the inside, it's going to be up to you. And I realized that not everyone has dried leaves at hand. It's winter time. So I went ahead and I made some templates for you. I made some flower shapes, some leaf shapes, and some butterfly shapes. These are free for you to download on my website. And when I say free, I mean free. So just go and look for the link and download. Please be mindful that the ads are turned on to help me pay for the website. Please don't give out your credit card details or anything like that if you by mistake click on one of the ads. Anyway, I will leave the link in the description box below this video, and you can see it on the screen right now. If you scroll down a bit further, I've uploaded about a year ago or something like that, a page with butterfly templates that I used in one of the other videos where we made those 3D butterflies. You can also use those templates. In fact, these ones that I made, I think I've used this one. Yep. Okay, so that is basically what you need. We're not going to make all of these today because obviously that would take quite a long time, but I want to show you on at least one example of each. So we'll take one flower, one butterfly, one leaf, and the rest you can do at your own time, and I'll just show you the process and you build up on that. And if you want to share with us what you make, Please join the Facebook group Crafting with Saacibo and share your creations with us. I printed these on 260 GSM cardstock. You can also print on just plain copy paper and then glue it onto some cardstock. It can be recycled cardstock. It doesn't have to be white on the other side, you know, something like this. You can glue on that. That's from a cereal box. You glue on that and then you cut it out. It's better if it's on cardstock. If it's just on paper, it might be a little bit harder for you to work with. All right. And let's just pick one butterfly. Which one should we do? Looking at the one that's the easiest to cut. Take that one. And we'll take one of the leaves. I think I want to try this one. Okay. And one of the flowers. Let's just do this one. All right, so once you print your templates, you just need to cut them, and I'm going to do that now, and then I will be back. Here are my 3 templates. So I'm going to take this foam. I'm not sure how thick this is. It looks like maybe 2 or 3 millimeters. So this is what I've been doing. I would just take a template. I would use my pencil to trace around. Just pencil or pen, whatever. And if you happen to buy this in a different color, then use the pencil or a pen or a marker that will show. Okay, if you buy a black one, it's going to be a bit harder. You would have to maybe work with a white marker. Okay, well, let's just trace all of them since we're doing that. I got this in a bookstore actually. They have a small section where they have a few items like craft or art related. It's usually in an aisle where there's decorative papers and things like that. So I guess perhaps in the US, in dollar store, you might be able to find these craft foams. You probably wonder, but what about on the inside? What am I going to do now? I don't know. So this is where you have to be a little bit intuitive. I did not want to give you the full design because then we'll all end up with same stamps. The point is to make your own, to make it different. And if you're not sure what the butterfly looks like, you can always look up some photographs and maybe look at the photo and try to fill out the details. Or you can let your imagination go wild and do whatever you want. If you just want to do swirls, if you just want to do dots, whatever you want to do on the inside. Now, we will need to make some markings, as you can see here. This foam is really soft. This is something like lino cut, but so much easier and a lot of fun, and no cutting with knives. And I love lino cuts, but I always end up with cuts all over my fingers. So this I love. And I have this tool. This is for when you score the paper for the folds. Then you can maybe try with the crochet hook. Anything that is a little bit pointy but not sharp so that it would cut. And if you want, you can even cut on the inside and have that as a hole to have more like a different design. I haven't done it, but I might try. And then I found this tool in my husband's toolbox. Maybe I can do like dots or indentations in this foam. Anyway, you can use just a pen. It doesn't matter if it's working or not. I will try with the one that it's working just so that you can see, or just use the pencil but press really hard. So now here with this butterfly, just move that side a little bit. I want to do its body first. I'm just going to join these two and I'm pressing really hard. Okay, I'm pressing really hard. Now I could do here some fun thing, so I'm going to just do this. Okay, so that's like the caterpillar. Now here I can just continue this line up to there. Okay, it's kind of looking like it wants to be there. Okay, and then here you can see it's a bit wavy, so maybe I can just continue that there like this. And I'm pressing really hard. I'm pressing so that I make indentations in the foam. Okay, so I'm doing that. So I'm going to do the same on this side. Maybe I can do some circles here. This doesn't have to look like anything. Just make up your own, you know. Maybe this type of butterfly doesn't exist anyway, but who cares? Just do it. Now here, what can we do here? We could do like big circles. Something like that. Alright, I'm loving it already. Okay. And now my pen is dying, but doesn't matter. I am going to be doing this with another one. I would just continue, but I want you to see. If you're not sure, you can always copy what I'm doing. All right, now here, what can we do here? We could maybe do lines like this. All right, now in here, maybe I can press with this. I can press like that to have like some sort of indentation. You can also use your punch if you wanted to. Okay, I think that's enough. I like it like that. Okay, now with the flower, I would kind of imagine that the center would be somewhere here. So I'm going to do a circle. And then remember, this is not meant to be perfect. You're meant to just experiment. I'm just going to be pressing on the inside with this all around. And you see here you have these larger ones and the smaller ones. So I'm thinking the smaller ones are kind of closer to me, so I'm going to do them first like this. So I'll just do that and around. If you have kids or grandkids, they might enjoy this exercise too. So now I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do lines. 2 lines. So pressing really hard here. Okay, and now here I can do maybe also 2 lines. Here I'm just gonna do a few like this, just with dots. Okay, now we have this one left. This one's kind of interesting, so I'm going to do a line there. I'm gonna do a line that kind of goes from here to the middle of this rounded area, like this. And then I'm going to do a few more. Just to make it look like a leaf. All right. And we'll see in a second how that is going to look like. Now I cut it from the foam. Now it. This is so easy to cut. So you just go around. You can also cut and then draw, but I find it's much easier if I first draw and then cut. All right, so that one's done. Let's cut the other two. Now here, I'm not going to worry about its antennas. You can always draw that later on. I just want to show you something. See this one here? I used little bits and pieces that were cut off, and I just glued them on one piece of cardstock to create like a abstract background. So you can do that with your leftovers. Okay, let's see what else we can do. I was thinking perhaps I can take my punch and maybe make some holes here. Okay, my punch is not the best. Okay. Make another one, because you can do that as well. Also, if you have some punches like little flowers, like this one, I made one. Just want to show you. Okay, I made that with just this punch. You can do that as well. And of course, you can do this if you have scissors and die cuts, but then that wouldn't be a budget crafting video, wouldn't it? You can also use something to push through. Make those holes a bit bigger. Alright. This is really optional, but why not? Let's see, why not? Whatever might give us interesting result. You can do the same here. You can go around and make a few holes. I'm not going to do that. So the next step is to glue this onto the cardboard. You can also glue these on this sort of material, styrofoam. If you happen to have some, maybe you bought something and it came packaged in it, you can also do that. It's quite easy to use because it is quite thick, but you have to use this to cut and it's really messy. Okay, so I find that it's much easier to do it just on cardboard. And another thing, you could put this masking tape on the back of this before and then just peel it off. I tried, but it's so difficult to cut because it ends up sticking to your scissors. So I gave up on that. I just add this later on. Okay, and you know, not everything has to be covered with this double-sided tape. Okay, you just cut a few sections and I do it like that. Just do that. I'm not sure if other glues are okay to use with this. Hot glue might melt this material. Also, acetone-based glue might also melt. I'm not sure. I haven't tried. White glue, I don't know if it would hold. So I've been just using double-sided tape. But you can experiment, of course, and let me know how it goes. All right, I'll just put here like that so it doesn't move. Okay, and then over here I can do maybe two. you can, if you're really pedantic, you can spend hours on this, but I'm always just interested in the final result. These are just tools we're making, but you can certainly take your time and do this really nicely. Okay, now you just peel that off, the backing of this double-sided tape. And this is also a great project if you, for example, if you're just starting out your creative or crafting journey, and getting all the supplies and buying all the stamps and everything can be really overwhelming. I know when I started I didn't have that many. I've been doing this for a while, so I collected them now, but I still love my own stamps just as much as I love the bought ones, because these kind of stamps that you make yourself, they have a special value because they are unique. Okay, and you can spend as much or as little time as you want on these. This one had 2 layers. Okay, so now that is done. Now we just have to cut. When you cut the cardboard, you don't have to be precise. As you can see here, I just go close but not all the way. Okay, just like that. There's no need to go all the way. In fact, if you try to, you might kind of make it worse. So you just go like that. If you leave like straight, when you end up adding the ink, those edges might get ink and then you won't get a nice print. Okay, let's do this one. And of course, if you think these templates are too big, you want to try and make some smaller ones, you can also print this reduced by 50% to 70% to get smaller templates. And of course you can use these templates for other things as well, not just to make stamps. You can even make stencils with them. Okay, so now we need something to hold the stamp with. I've been doing these, which is just a piece of cardstock as well, and I've done a few with just plastic lids from bottles. Okay, these are very useful because I can also press here when I do that, and I can hold it, you know. I think I have only one left. I'm going to use the lid from the bottle on this one, and I'm going to make some for these just to show you how. So you just grab that cardstock and look for the lines. You see how it's got those lines? So that means it's easy to fold, because it would be hard to fold against. Okay, and you just cut like a strip, and then approximately find the middle and just fold once, and then you fold again like that. All right, something like that. I've been just using this, so I'll do that. Put that there. You can use regular glue for this. Okay, so fold that, and then I cut another piece and hold that there. that is done. Let's do this one. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. And here I would just put some double-sided tape. Okay, let's test them out. So I'm going to use green for the leaf, and I'm just going to do this. And let's try. Here we go. And what I do, I just keep it for a few seconds and press. Beautiful. I really like it. Let's try with the brown. You might be able to see it better than this light green. You see how when we draw these lines, you can see them because there is indentation. Let's try that. Very nice. Love it. Let's do the flower. The flower. Let's do flower with purple. All right. Just make sure you get enough. Okay. Let's press that. Nice. Love it. Now let's do this. I'm gonna start with that, and then I'm gonna do the red around like that. Very interesting. I'm loving it. Now the butterfly, let's see what we've done there. Where's the butterfly? Let's do the blue one. Okay. Love it. Okay, I want to try with black because I want to see it really well. So I'm just going to add some black. I think our stamps are really successful. What do you think? Let's try stamping on some fabric. What should we do? Should we do just butterflies or the flowers? Let's do the butterfly. And I'm going to use the permanent ink for that. I'm just going to use black. Very nice. Now I can see here, see that line? That is from this. So if that happens, you just need to cut a little bit more of the cardstock, and that will stop those lines. Okay, so that's how you fix it. I like that. Now if you're good with needlework, you can even go and do some slow stitching around these lines, or even cut them out. Nice. Very pretty. I really love the one with the leaf. Let's try that. Very nice. Very nice, I think. If you don't want to use the templates I provided, you might want to use the leaves if you have some dried pressed leaves. So you basically pick the leaf that you want to use. Let's say I want to use this one. I like it. So I'll put the leaf, again, do the same thing. But now you have to be careful not to tear the leaf. So don't go too close. Just trace around. Okay. And then you can also look at the leaf and it will give you an idea how to draw these lines. Where's my pen? Okay, so you have the middle here. Then this one has lots of these smaller ones as well, and they tend to go like around like this. Making that shape. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same here. I have to keep switching the pens so that you can see better what I'm doing. Maybe just with pencil, just good enough. Yeah. And then have a lot of small like veins, which you can do if you wanted to like spend more time. Just do that. To give more detail, of course, if you wanted to. Just when you do it, remember you have to press quite hard. Okay, and then you cut it just like with the other ones. I'll try with black. I haven't tested these with acrylics. I don't know. It would be a bit difficult because if you use them on your gel plate with acrylics, you will have to kind of clean them later. And if you clean them with water, this cardboard will just, you know, dissolve. Just want to make some on white paper from a paper pack, 12 by 12 paper pack, and that's like the cover page. So on the back I just want to try them on this sort of shiny paper just to see what it's like. And I'm going to use this permanent ink, so just these colors. Maybe I can do like half green, half brown. I don't know why I just thought of that. like that, and I'll just love it. It works even better on this type of paper than on the parchment paper, because parchment paper is a little bit oily. Here it is, one full page done with this leaf stamp. Okay, let's do one with just flower. And for the flower, I want to use the blue and the purple. So I'm going to go with this blue and this purple. I'm going to start like this. I'm going to do the center in the purple, and then I'm going to go around just the petals, the blue. Let's see what that looks like. Nice. Love this. That's the one with the flower. Let's do the butterfly one. I think for the butterfly, I want to use the blue and yellow. So I'm gonna do the bottom bit. I'm gonna do the bottom bit with the yellow. I'm gonna do the top bit with blue. How is that gonna look? Nice. So we have a bit of a green there. Love it. I haven't got any of the 12 by 12. I've only got this from an 8 by 8 pack. So I want to do just one more with this leaf that we made from a real leaf. And it is kind of red. It's from that Christmas flower. So I'm gonna go with the black and red, or black and, no, with brown and red. Brown and red. I will, mix them up. I will go with the brown through the middle. Is this brown? Vintage photo, yes. Go with the brown first, and then I'll just do the red around. All right. Nice, a bit more red, I think. Turned really dark. I guess we had a bit of a black left on it when we tried it the first time. I'm very happy with this one too. Okay, so here are the papers. Those three with the stamps we made from the templates, and that from a leaf that we used as a template. Also very nice. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Another thing you can do once this is dry, you can use your markers and perhaps add a bit of drawing or some black or even white or other colors. You can color in between. If you used permanent inks, you can add coffee or some other stain on top. If you use distressed oxides, I wouldn't suggest because the ink might run. So that's how you make yourself stamps for under $2. And look, I haven't even used all of these. I only used half of one to create 4 stamps and to make these lovely backgrounds for my journals. Anyway, don't forget your free download. I hope you enjoyed this and hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.